Hello, my beautiful Earth Soul family. Welcome to my channel. You've got Janae, aka Janae on the channel, coming to deliver you some love and light, um, a little bit of insight and some help. So, I always say there's a lot going on, but you know what? This journey there is a lot that goes on. It's a journey to self-love. So when you're digging and diving into situations and things in your life where you are facing ego deaths and tower moments, and you are setting boundaries and figuring out yourself and your dynamic situation, of course there's always going to be something going on. But the energies have been super weird this weekend. I was with my girls and we were just about how everything is so topsy turvy. Like this morning, little side story, as y'all laugh at, I was putting on my eyeliner, and it tells you anything that I have ADHD because I did one whole eye, got distracted, and got up and did something, got my lipstick, put my lipstick on, and forgot to do the other eye. And it wasn't until like a whole hour later where I left my house and was doing my meditation. And I went to my little spot that I'm at right now recording earlier in the day. And I was sitting and chilling and I was writing, and my brain just goes, Janae, did you forget to do your other eye? And I looked in the mirror and lo and behold, one whole naked eye. So clearly, there is a topsy turvy energy. Things are just weird. And so it would make sense that the message that came to me was, what or who are you giving your energy to? Mm. Now, in this journey of self love, so many times, especially my light workers, my empaths, my high vibrational beings in training, um, there are so many times, pretty much all the time, especially if you're an empath, anything in this light worker journey, you are giving your energy away all the time. There are always people calling or searching or looking for your help or your guidance or your time or something. It just seems that when you start to dive into working on yourself and healing yourself, that all of a sudden, every time Dick and Harry needs your attention, that needs your space, your energy, your healing, your light. And let me just say that that is such a distraction, and it's a distraction from the darkness. And because it is an issue with us to create boundaries and hold space for ourselves, the first thing we do is play Captain Save and Hold to someone else's issues. You know I'm telling the truth. And the requirement in this journey of self love is to take that energy that we are pouring on other people and pour it into us. Because when you pour from a full cup, you're you're pouring from overflow. You're not trying to suck out all the nutrients and things that you have that you need to supply your own body. And so it's imperative that we stop and assess, where is our energy going and who or what is it going to? And is it to benefit us? Is it for self growth? Is it to help raise our vibration and teach the love and care for ourselves? Or are we pouring it onto someone else because we're using a distraction from the work that we're supposed to be doing within? Mm. And before I really get into this message, let me just say again that I'm not talking at you, I'm talking to you because I'm talking to myself. I have gone through this journey. I continue to go through this journey. It's cyclical. We're constantly trying to be better, higher vibrational, learn more about ourselves. And so any lesson I bring to you is because, believe me, I've gone through it, and probably a couple of times. because we don't always learn the first, second, or third time. Sometimes we just got to keep on doing it. And you know what they say? That the definition of insanity is doing the same thing on repeat, expecting a different result. Some of us are textbook insane, doing the same thing. And so if we stop and assess, what are we giving our energy to? And then we say, what are we giving our energy to? Is it us? Is it to better us? If the answer is no, it's time to recalibrate. It's time to stop and assess that thing that we are giving our energy to that is not giving it back to us. And why isn't it help building us? Why are we pouring that out? Most likely the answer is because it comes from a place of lack. A place where you feel like you can't do or get that from yourself, so you are looking to get it from someone else. Whether that is love, attention, security, entertainment. What are you trying to distract yourself from? Self-growth, the silence of self, from listening to divine spirit source call out to you? Are you distracting yourself from facing your addictions, issues, problems? Are you pouring in to something or someone else because you are scared that you're going to be alone, or no one's going to love you like this? You know who will love you the best? You. And when you fully embody that, then that can come to you. If you are in a place of lack, then you're telling the universe that you are in a lack mindset, that, well, I need this, I have to have this, and I'm lacking it. Well, if you're lacking it, that means that you've not found that in yourself. So then the universe is like, well, we're not about to give you someone else to give extra lack to. If you're lacking, then why are we going to give you this that you can't properly tend to? That no matter what, if you can't find it in yourself, you can't find it in somebody else. You're always going to feel that empty space. So you're always going to be looking to fill that empty space with someone else or something else. You're like a walking void. You're a black hole. And what fills a black hole? Absolutely nothing. So how do we learn to focus our energy to heal that darkness, that black hole, that void? Everything that you're doing and pouring into that other person, place, or thing. So many times we are so busy giving out our precious, beautiful energy to something else that we don't even realize that if we were to take that in reverse and pour it back on ourselves, the healing would be done. You wouldn't even need my channel because you'd be doing the work. But the problem is you don't see yourself worthy of that love. So you don't pour it into yourself. You look for somebody else to give it to you. But if you can give all that love, all that attention, adoration, distraction, I'm about to yawn. My brain needs oxygen. Then you can do that to yourself. See, my eyes is all watering now. It is time to recalibrate. It is spring. We just had daylight savings. We have longer days. And this is the universal timestamp letting you know, hey, there's a rebirth. So that means that we are finishing up the death season. We're about to go into the spring equinox. Allow the death to happen. Allow the ending to happen. Because in an ending, that just means there's a whole new beginning. And don't you want to start your spring equinox fresh and new? Now let me tell you, when you remove your energy from past things, it's rough. It doesn't always feel good. whether it's a person, and then you have to hold a boundary and an exception for yourself, and then they feel some type of way because they're like, who do you think you are holding that boundary? I've always been able to do this to you or do that or stomp all over you, or you've always done this way. Well, baby, don't mean it'll always be done that way. That's what growth is. That means I'm growing and you're stagnant and you're choosing to stay there. So that means I need to leave you to sit in your own dung so that I can ascend. Because I don't want to sit here anymore. I want to grow. I want to see the other side of that. I want to be better. And so we call our energy back. We call it back. We say, I need that. I need all that for myself because my cup is dry bones. My cup is empty and I'm thirsty. You ever see these thirsty people? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Looking for attention and validation in any and every source they possibly can get it from. Looking like a shell of a person, begging for any and everything that they could just soak in and absorb. Is that what you want to be? You want to be an empty cup, an empty vessel begging for anything to pour into you, even if it's trash? Ooh, I just heard that. Let me say that again. Are you so hungry and so thirsty that as an empty vessel that you are begging for any and anything, any person, any energy to just pour something into you? Ooh, we talk about crumbs and that's one thing. But you want people pouring trash into you? That's what you want? You want people filling that blank space with their garbage? Because that's what happens when you are looking for someone to fill up your cup and they have empty cups. They don't have anything good to put in that cup but their garbage. They say, well, I'll give you this. I don't want this. So let me give you my trash, because even I don't even want it. Ooh, baby. And let me tell you, I know I'm better than trash. I'm way better than trash. So why do I want to be your life dumpster? Boy, come through, spirit. Tell it. Why do I want to be your life dumpster? You don't even want that. Ooh, boy. I'm getting hit with some stuff today. You don't even want that trash. And that's all you're willing to give me? And am I sitting here, an open, willing trash vessel dumpster, saying, okay, well, just give it to me because I'll take anything? That's what you were saying when you are allowing other people to soak up all your energy. And so they're taking from you. And what are you getting? Nothing. You getting their trash. Baby, you better put that energy back into yourself. Put it back into yourself. Know that you are worthy. That you are better than the crumbs and the trash and the garbage that you accept from somebody else that don't even want their own garbage. That was a heavy statement. Even they know their lack is trash and they don't even want it, so they're willing to give it to you while you are giving all of your jewels and all your precious light and filling your cup up with their garbage. Who or what are you giving your energy to? When are you going to realize that you are worth pouring into? And then be the example of that. If you're not, people walking around looking at you like, oh, look at this trash can. Let's just dump all of our in there. We don't want it. We're not willing to give nothing good, but look, we don't want to keep holding on to this garbage. Let's just dump it in there. It's empty and it's willing, open, and accepting it. And look, it's even filling us back up. Baby, no. It is time. Let's take our power back. Let's take our energy back. Let's call it back to ourselves, because you need that very energy to cultivate the person that you're trying to be. to redefine who you're trying to be, what you want to embody, the joy and the happiness and the fulfillment that you want to see in yourself. Stop accepting dumpster crumbs. Stop it. And then hold the space for your truth. At that moment, if you realize that you are accepting trash and that you are pouring your energy back, do not feel guilty for stopping that. That is divine telling you, hey, you better find you a backbone connected and get to work. That's when you say enough. And baby, let me tell you right now, when you hold that boundary and you say you ain't get my energy no more, those very things and people will show you exactly the place they play in your life. How important were you really to them? Were they just energy vampiring you and say, okay, we were just sucking up whatever we could. It was will and vessel. Is that person, place, or thing coming back and fighting for you in a whole complete high vibrational way? Are they getting themselves together, or are these things coming together and fighting back for you the way you did for them? If they are not, that is them or it telling you, you do not hold importance in my life. You are not important to me. You are not worth the work. You were just a placeholder. You were just a dumpster, a trash can for my mess that I didn't want to hold, heal, or fix. Don't be afraid to let that light be shown in that void. Be okay with allowing the exposure of that, because the sooner the better. Go ahead and let the trash take itself out instead of dumping it in your cup. It is sanitation day, okay? And what we are doing is we are pulling the trash to the curb. We don't even want the chance of the trash man to forget that and leaving it hidden behind a tree. Or take that to the curb so they can dump that out. And then let me tell you, if that person, place, thing, object, whatever is supposed to be in your space, well, it will give back to you from a whole place. It'll come back to you, it'll boomerang back to you, but from action. Not from words, because like I said, we all got words. We all can say anything. I could say some of the crazy things. I could say that I'm a baked potato and I poop cream cheese. But does it mean that I am a baked potato that poops cream cheese? I know that sounds crazy, but I want you to understand how crazy it is to hear someone spout off any rhetoric they want to and believe it. Because it's not facts. It's not even truth yet, because they have not acted it out. They have not used action to show you true intention, to show you that this is actually a desire and a want. We can want stuff all day and say it in our heads, but doesn't mean that that is the factual, actual thing that's happening. So we can't just believe anything that somebody says. We believe based off of the actionable steps that's being taken. Are you showing me? Are you showing me? Or are you just telling me to keep me bound to you or your crap or this thing? That's like having a job and the boss telling you, oh yeah, we're gonna make you the manager. You're gonna be the manager. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. When do I start? Oh, I don't know, but we're going to have you do these jobs and duties, and we're going to go ahead and start having you do it. Oh, okay, cool. Does my title show that I'm the manager? What do I have any power? Do I get to do it? Oh, no. Just clean up all this mess and do all this work. But you get no pay raise, you get no title, you get no power backing. You just do all this grunt work. Oh, okay. How many of y'all gonna do that? and not get paid for your work and your labor, not get the title and just be sitting there going, oh, well, I'm told I'm going to be the manager. Well, what power does I'm going to be hold? None. And that is the same energy you need to be going into for every aspect of your life. I'm going to be is not serving my highest and best good. And are you worth more than that? If that boss came to you and said that, wouldn't you be like, you've lost your mind? Absolutely not. Once you give me the title, the pay raise, and the power behind that title, then we can talk. But until then, skedaddle. If you can say that for that, why can't you tell that person, that thing, that circumstance, that situation? Get back, get back. You don't know me like that. Why can't you hold that boundary for that as well? You should. Call your energy back. Call your title back. And say, I'm not giving that to you. Do you deserve it? Do you meet the qualifications for the job? Bet you don't. So why would I give it to you? You don't meet the qualifications. You were sucking all of my light, all of my energy, and I barely got enough to make it through, because on this journey, it sucks a lot out. You're just trying to make it to each step to survive, to learn your next lesson, to build a better you. And that doesn't mean you're going to be high vibrational all the time. No, it goes in waves, baby. You on a roller coaster. You on some water rapids right now, because sometimes it's nice and slow and you chilling, and the next second they flinging you all over the place, and you're like, what is happening? You're getting shook up. And in that shaking, you need that energy. You need it to make it through this journey. Stop giving it away. Stop giving it away. So we are no longer giving our energy away to things that don't serve us, that are here just to soak it in. I know y'all hear about energy vampires all the time. And they know they're energy vampires, but they know that they don't meet a vibration and they don't meet a qualification, so they need it from you, because they refuse to do the work. They refuse to heal. They refuse to recalibrate and change. So what do? They see, there's some light, or they're working on themselves. Do you feel that energetic difference? I need that. But see, I could get it for myself if I did the work, but I don't want to do the work. So let's snatch it all from them and pour our trash into them. That's some low vibrational games. So who's going to protect you? Who's going to hold the standard? Who's going to say, enough? I ain't brought out my Sealy fingers in a minute, but I felt inspired. Sealy fingers, enough. Enough. Because I know my worth. I know the power that my energy holds. I know the divine essence and light that is encapsulated in the very being that is myself. Why do you think you deserve it? Why do you think you've earned it? You haven't even earned and or found it in yourself. And I am not doing the work for you. If you wouldn't let them cheat off your paper and accept your hard work and knowledge and all the work you did to retain that and learn it, for them to cheat off your paper and get all the accolades off of that, why would you be giving all the energy and work that you've done to build and cultivate this person? That's like work. That's like working to get your butterfly wings and then snatching them off and letting them fly around as a caterpillar. The audacity. The sheer unmitigated gall. Do you know what it took to create this butterfly? Do you know that I had to melt down my flesh and eat it to build these wings? And you are sitting here as a plump, fat caterpillar, just flying around, and you making my wings dusty. You're breaking them down because it can't hold the sheer weight of your caterpillar body. That's why I had to break down this body and this form in order to fly around, so that these wings can hold and sustain this weight, because now this form doesn't weigh as heavy because I took that off. And you sitting over here, big old caterpillar, soaking up all of it. And you out here trying out my wings, breaking this. I don't even know how to fly. I don't do nothing. Just taking everything. Baby, don't snatch them wings back and fly up out of there, get up out of there, and let them do the work themselves, because they have all the tools and the capability to be that butterfly. They just don't want to do the work. They don't want to go through the pain and the hurt that it takes to create that butterfly, to create those magnificent, beautiful wings. They're beautiful, but it came at a cost. It came at the cost of melting yourself down, eating yourself, and recreating yourself. And you want to give that up to some dumpster divers? Absolutely not. We're not doing that. So my beautiful Earth Soul family, take your power back. Call your power back. Sever the ties of your energy and your light and pour it into people. It's okay to say no. Frankly, it feels great. No. Get them throat chakras activated. Become one with that word, no. Because I bet you the very same people asking you will be quick to tell you no. Be quick on some petty stuff. Quick to tell you no. But God forbid you do it. Heaven forbid you say no or hold a boundary. You better start walking in the same self-serving ways they are, because that's what's going to save you. That's what's going to help you find your divine light. Because there are many people out here that are energy harvesters. They'll never do the work themselves, but they sure will soak it in, harvest it, keep it, vampire it, keep it to themselves, and keep bebopping around here, sucking the life out of everybody else, but not trying to find a life of their own. Stop being their endless supply. Stop being their food. Feed yourself. You're starving. I can see your bones. You have food, but you're giving it away. And you're giving away. And this individual's over here obese and eating up everybody else's. And all your rest of y'all just sitting there starving and bones, dry bones, starving half to death, growling, hungry, just about to kill over. And they're over there plump, juicy, and happy, and ain't done a lick of the cooking or the work and just ate up your whole meal, and you is just starving. And they eating other people's. It's time to stand up to that energy and say, absolutely not. Go out here and forage for your own food. Grasshopper. I know you've heard the story of the ant and the grasshopper, where the ant prepared the whole season and prepared for the winter to come, while the grasshopper made fun of them and played around and dicked around and was a total butthole. And then the cold came in, the winter came in, and that stupid grasshopper came in talking about some little ants. Please, I'm so hungry and cold. I need your sustenance. I need it. And they're like, you played around all season. We did all this work. And you just want to take all of our food and let us starve? We got enough for us. Well, please. If you don't know how that ends, go. There's a movie about it. I think it's called Ants. Yeah. Ants. Watch that movie. Because even in these little movies, they tell you a lot. And them stupid grasshoppers are bullying them ants. But there's power in numbers. Mara Soul family. There's power in harvesting your energy and finding your power in it. Because once you do that, you know how to move in it. You're not just giving away. You know how to move. You know how to make things work for you. You know how to make energy shake for your greater being. Let's do that. Stop letting these grasshoppers come in here and steal it. Let them do the work. We all have the ability to do the work. We all just don't want to. But you gonna have to, because you ain't gonna get mine. And I hope y'all also say, you ain't get mine either. Right? Right. See your worth. See your power. See your divinity. You are worth it. You are worthy. There's greatness in you. See it in yourself and know that you are worth pouring into yourself. My beautiful earth soul family, my divine beings, my love and light. And it's so funny, I wasn't even going to do a message today, and I was just sitting, and it just hit me heavy. Boom. Because we were just sitting there today, and we were talking about energies, and I'm sitting here like, what am I thinking and obsessing about? What is ruminating in my head? What am I giving my energy to? Because that's another way to give out your energy, overthinking, pouring it into something else. Are you worth that energetic exchange? Absolutely not. So let me just cut that off and call it back to my being and use it to better me. Use it to raise my vibration. Use it to learn and grow and be better. Guys, come up on the journey with me. Keep going. And it's okay, we fall sometimes. We fall down, but we get up. I heard that so clear. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. For a saint is just a sinner who fell down and got up. You know that was serious if I sang a little ditty for y'all here, because I don't do that. Get up. Get up. We all fall down. All the time. But your power lies in knowing how to get back up. And snatch that energy back while you're at it. All right, my beautiful Earth Soul family. I'm so grateful for you guys. I really love this little channel. I don't care if it's just me watching it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm shining my divine light. And I welcome you in. I'm grateful for you. I love you guys. And if you haven't heard it from anybody or today, I love you. You are beautiful and you are worthy. Get up. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the extra long sunshine that we get now. Even though it's a little chilly, but who cares? I was able to deliver this message today because we have extra sunshine. What would happen if we didn't? Thank you, universe. I love you guys. Bye.